Okay. We're rolling.
Rolling. Okay. Let's call the meeting to order.
Jennifer
Roll
Schultz.
call.
Jennifer
Here.
Schultz. Mike Hayes.
Here.
Jennifer Watkins.
Here.
Tom Pyle.
Here.
Chris Hunt.
Here.
And Kit Williams.
Here.
Okay. Welcome. Small crowd tonight. No worries about that. Consent agenda. All to the presentation and guest speakers. Anything to be pulled out or questioned?
What?
Consent agenda.
I have questions.
Okay. Let's hear them.
Who all reviews the statement of activities?
Who all reviews it?
Uh-huh.
Our treasurer, Stetson, and myself. And then I sent it out to all of you.
We have a section in here that has no backup information at all. That'd be the Sutherland's credit card, Synchrony credit card.
I'm sorry.
Sutherland's credit card. He wants to see the backup on
Oh, okay.
it.
I see that there's no
Itemization.
no coding. Okay.
Coding.
Yeah.
No coding, no what it was for, or anything else.
Yeah, I don't know why. Typically, Cami pays these, and
The report should come out with codes.
yeah, it should have come out with codes. I will.
It usually does, doesn't it?
We usually
Yeah.
do. And I
That's
don't
why I
know.
wondered why
Yeah.
this one didn't have.
Yeah, I honestly don't know why it didn't have. Now you can you choose if you go through the claims report under name, that is like the vendor name. Anything with Sutherland's credit, that gives you the description, even a more complete description than what's on the what she handwrites on that statement. So
You can cross-reference, just didn't have the addition, the
sure,
added
right,
sheet on it.
right.
So we'll want that.
I just wondered because normally the numbers are on there.
Yeah, normally they are, and I don't know why. She said I'll talk to her about that.
That was my question.
Okay,
My other-
we'll get that fixed.
Report to answer that.
Okay. So, anybody else on that? All right, I'll entertain a motion.
Do we need to take out the presentation and the guest speaker?
No,
Oh, okay,
that's to the presentation and guest speaker.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Are you making that motion, Ken?
Yes, I'll make the motion
To accept.
to accept the consent agenda.
Okay, seconded by Kit. All in favor?
Just fast on that.
All right. Carries 5-0.
Thank you.
Okay, so
James from Idea Tech is not here. He has family issues tonight, so he hopefully be here next meeting.
LTS.
Yeah,
LTS.
that's Stetson.
I know.
I'm gonna throw
There's
him in.
3 errors there. That's an F.
No, that's Stetson.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll get it.
So no James tonight. Moving on. Old business.
Yeah, so last month we approved water rate resolution 2508 sets the new water rates for the homes in town, and I had the wrong base fee on that. Actually, the base fee was too high. So I just need to amend resolution 2508 to reflect these base rates, 2260. I think I hit 2505 and it should have been 2260.
Okay. So amendment to the old one. So
Senator, make a motion to amend resolution 2025-08 as described.
sounds good.
I'll second.
Seconded by Mike. All in favor?
feel like we
Jen, did you say yes?
$25
Yeah.
on purpose.
Carries 5-0. Huh?
Oh, we did $25 on purpose.
We talked about it,
No,
but it was wrong.
it's 2260. The biggest change is in the per gallon usage. We pulled the first 1,000 gallons out of the base fee.
Right. I knew that, but I thought we were leaving it at the 25s. Okay.
There was some questions about it for sure, but apparently it's corrected now. All right, and Main Street demo update. Oh, signature. There, that's good. See, that's right.
Yeah, they do, right?
Yeah, that one's good. All right. Main Street.
Perry Jones has actually contracted with a licensed engineer. The preliminary, of course, went to JEO last month, and the engineer sent me an email that said by Monday of this next Monday that we'll have a set of plans, full set of drawn plans for reconstruction of the building that will be forwarded to JEO for review.
What was JEO's opinion of what they've received so far? Do you recall?
Sorry.
What was JEO's opinion of what they've received so far?
Of the sketch that they received, they approved that. I mean, it was going in the right direction, because they just needed a whole set of plans now.
And she did get in writing
I have it in writing from the engineer
from the engineer.
to expect that Monday.
Good,
Yes.
good.
Progress.
Okay. Progress it is. Okay, I think you're back up, Lisa, on capital improvement plan.
Since we have the water plan finished, the capital improvement plan is my next task. We'll pick that up here shortly and have an update next month for you, but we'll head that way, start on it.
And you've already got the outline going.
I do have the outline
Yeah.
going, yes. But yes,
Okay,
going forward.
are you gas station lot? Are you all of these? No. The next one's gas station. That's you, Andy.
Yeah, let me, number one, let me do this. Here.
You guys all got the potential JEO ideas?
Yes.
You know. Let me, if I can do this, get, full screen mode, there we go. Are we still rolling? Yep, we are. Oh, so, just for people out there watching, we're having issues with our software, and I'm trying to determine whether it's our software or whether it's the Wi-Fi here in the building. We got kind of an extension. If it freezes up again tonight, next month, we're gonna try a different software on the broadcasting. So, all right. Chance monitor. These are plans or rough sketches that JEO engineers are throwing out as ideas. There's no commitment to it. It's just here are some ideas for the gas station lot. This one, as you can see on the left side there, or the west side, you can see those are food trucks. So that has an area where food trucks could pull through on this one, and then a common area and a gazebo there at the bottom. Let's see. If I can get it rolling here. There we go. This one, they put a Christmas tree on there so you can see where a Christmas tree might go on that lot, on that far corner. They've sent several. This one is just without a gazebo. Put the Christmas tree there. This one has food trucks on the outside or on the east side, and then a stage in the middle of the wall on the west side with a little community garden or a community area, grassy area there. And for the Christmas, just various things. This one has a stage in the corner, the northwest corner, still an area for some food trucks potentially. And it also has a brick and wrought iron fence around it just to divide it. But so we've got several concepts here. And it's just multiple ideas just throwing out just for food for thought. They do have the ability to help us with grants. Actually, sorry, Bo, I thought we were. Let me throw this over here just for people out there. We throw out this. I thought we were on that. Those are some of the ideas. So JEO gave us an estimate of cost, and just rough estimate was about 428,000, 450,000. I think that's about what it is there, 428. So those costs are assuming that we hire everything done. A lot of things we can do ourselves. But then also they can help us find grant monies and for parks and recs and things like that. There are many more grant options than there are for a lot of other things. There's more parks and recs grants out there than there are for fire stations, right? We've gone through that. So it's just food for thought. We are still waiting on the engineer to tell us when they're going to get started. They did all the soil samples. They've got to get everything cleared with KDHE and then roll. So I have not heard anything in the last month about it, other than the fact that they went out and took soil samples. So that's the gas station lot update.
So we don't have any idea if we might be able to get dirt in there and be able to plant grass seed at least in there before winter.
Oh, sure. Yeah, we can. I mean, even as is, we can plant grass in there.
Well, if they're gonna excavate it, we don't want to plant grass in there.
Well, I mean, it's weeds right now.
Yeah,
But-
but what I'm saying is,
We can't take the dirt out.
I know, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Well, they have the excavation completed.
It was supposed to start, say, the end of July.
July, correct.
But things move slowly. So we've got a place for the dirt to go, and all they've got to do is get the soil samples done and get started.
What's the reasoning that we can't remove the dirt?
We don't want to get into that because it's contaminated. And the major reason is we don't have equipment. We don't have equipment to get it out, and we don't have equipment to get it back in.
I thought we were putting it back in.
That's what I thought too. I thought we were putting
The
it,
dirt.
we're just putting, yeah, and I talked to the engineer a couple months ago, and he said, no, we do everything because we're gonna pack it and make sure that it's done right. Yeah,
You don't have the credentials.
right.
I think they just want to slow everything down is what I'm starting to think. I think especially JEO. Like I feel like every time we talk about JEO, it's
Well, this isn't
just slow down a minute. Slow
No,
down."
this
That's
is.
not JEO at all.
No, I understand that one.
Okay.
But I feel like every
Like
time we
this-
talk about any of these people, it's like, whoa, hey, you move faster in 30 days, slow down. So that's what gets me frustrated. I mean,
Well, so
These-
here's the thing about engineers. Anybody here an engineer? You an engineer? So they've got to put their name on it. And if they've got to put their name and their liability on it,
oh, I know.
they're
I
gonna
mean,
slow down and do the due diligence.
I understand that, but
Yeah.
it's just, I feel
Yeah,
like
we asked them for some potential ideas with food trucks, amphitheater, gazebo, bathroom. They did what was
Yeah,
requested. If you guys can come up with anything else, they'll make more renditions or drawings. And I mean, certainly that was probably 3 things in 6 or 7 different little
yeah, and they're not charging us for
positions.
this.
That's just.
no, and that's
together.
great. I mean, that's cool. But
So that was just
It's
getting us
always-
some ideas of what could be down there if we're not going to.
I think I'm still stuck on his, or the ideas they brought last one or last 2 weeks ago or whatever it was that were ridiculous in my opinion. So maybe I'm still stuck on that. I gotta get over it.
Okay.
Well, so it is tough, I can tell you from a business owner standpoint, where you can decide, this is what we're doing, my God, and we just go do it. And
And here's the finances, which obviously the 448,000. I mean, certainly we could do a lot of that and save some money, but it would
Yeah.
require,
You put a garden in for about $100. I got a rototiller. But again, I understand it needs to take time. But again,
and we don't need toxic dirt
right,
for
well,
that garden. Just saying.
that's neither here nor there. I think half of Kansas is probably toxic, so.
Oh, I hope.
I mean, Roundup's great for you. But anyways, you know, I think there's a lot we could do right there. I don't think we need JEO to slow down. I'm not a JEO fan this week, sorry.
Okay,
Maybe next week, maybe next.
maybe
month.
next week.
Right.
Well, they're doing what we request and they're looking for grants, which is something that we're not doing. So I'm in favor of whatever they can show us that gets our minds going in the right direction to get that thing from just being a weed gatherer. So hopefully we'll keep moving with it.
okay.
Okay?
Let me give you a Safe Streets for All update.
Yeah.
First, so Safe Streets for All grant update. I had just a few things to clean up and submit the agreement and agreement since the administration has changed and things have changed. Anyway, I've got to take the information from the old grant agreement and update the new grant agreement and resubmit. So that's gonna take a little bit. It shouldn't take long, but I just gotta get it done.
Is there a certain deadline that they're giving you now?
Not really. I even talked to the, our rep. Now we have a new rep with the program. And he's easy to work with. He's like, he gave me some suggestions and he said, just get it to me and we will work through it. And if something's screwy or it's not gonna fly, we'll work through it.
While we're talking about Safe Streets, Sixth Street, which we seem to get to talk about a lot. For a number of years, I got called about it. Told called city, I don't know if they did, but for a number of years, there was a marked bike pedestrian path going south from up by Jumpstart clear out to the end of the pavement. As I recall, that got covered up one of the last chip seals we did,
Probably.
but never remarked. Is there a way we can get that remarked?
We can look into that. Lisa, can we look into like what it would take to get some bike lane marked on Sixth Street? As far as legalities and signage and markings and that kind of thing.
Yeah, no, Sixth Street.
Yeah.
Sixth Street or Pool Road?
Sixth Street. One out further.
Going out in front of the park.
It was marked at one time. And I don't know if it was last time or time before last, but.
But just that little run before it hits, not very far, right?
Was it
And not very
before the
far.
railroad tracks?
Oh,
Okay.
and down pool.
What?
Is that where it changed? Hit the railroad tracks and then continue down
Right.
Pool Road.
I was thinking that there was something down Pool Road.
There was, but I think it pretty well got disintegrated when.
Yeah, when they chipped it.
Yeah.
Yeah. They totally
Same
covered
thing
it.
happened to Sixth Street.
And then all the cars drove on it and tore it up.
But I remember chip seal and see what it would take. Stripe isn't a big deal, but we'd have to figure out how we're gonna put those little decals or whatever down to show the bike.
Right. And then we need to do it in conformity with
State regs.
state regs. We don't want to put something that technically, logistically can't go there.
And, I figured out, well, are they gonna chip seal that again this year? I noticed in the maintenance report, there was a discussion of chip seal.
So we are looking at potentially chip sealing things that can be chip sealed.
Okay.
The city, for some reason, years ago, stopped chip sealing, and they should have never, in my opinion, should have never stopped chip sealing. We've got road issues today that are due to the fact that we should have, Third Street's a great example right here. We should have never stopped chip sealing.
Probably, I want to say 4 years ago was the last time that anything was done chip seal wise.
Yeah, probably.
Well, and it was pre-COVID.
Yeah.
So it been about 4 years. Yeah. Okay. That was my only question, is if we could kind of get an idea what that would take.
Okay. So that's all I had on Safe Streets.
Okay. Sales tax. I see you have that thing pulled up, the diagram of the water.
Right.
Water leak.
So we're proposing the sales tax whether we do it or not, the resolution has to be passed tonight to get it onto the ballot in November. We're talking about using a 1 cent sales tax. Our first going into this meeting, the sales tax question is, shall the city of Towanda, Kansas impose an additional city retailers sales tax in the amount of 1% for not more than 10 years, with all revenues used solely for the improvements to the city's water infrastructure? In the last couple of days, on Monday, we potentially found a huge leak at the southeast corner of the back parking lot at Circle High School. We found water in the ditch. Water was coming up out of the parking lot. It had rained early that morning, about 1.5 inches of water, which we believe saturated the ground and forced the chlorinated water to come up through the pavement at the high school. It was running, it was pressurized, and the rest of the parking lot, that entire parking lot, was bone dry, except for what was coming out of that southeast corner, and it was a substantial amount. Also, there's a flume that leads down to the baseball diamonds. Actually, I'm going to see if I can move this so people can see out there.
There we go.
Okay. All right. So if you're out there, Facebook or YouTube, you can see this. So where the red dot is, that's where water was coming out of the parking lot. Also down there, that flume that runs south, that concrete straight line, just right there at the yellow dot, that had water running out of it. But the water was coming into the flume at the top of the flume, not off the parking lot, but at the track where it joins to the parking lot. It was coming out of that and flowing down. So literally 50 yards away from that red dot in that ditch, the ditch had at least 6 inches of water in it that was chlorinated, and the chlorine levels were as high in that ditch 50 yards away as they were coming out of the faucet. Also, there is, when they redid the baseball diamonds on that north side of the baseball diamonds, the biggest baseball diamond, they found a sinkhole. There's also a lift station down there towards the north side of the small baseball diamond. So if water is flowing into that lift station, the sewer lift station, it will just pump it out to our sewer system.
I think you'd know if you had that though, because that lift station didn't run all the time.
You would think, and so whether it goes in there or not, I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
We haven't
You would know
explored
that one. Yeah.
Right. Tuesday, so that was Monday morning we found that. The maintenance crew found that. Tuesday morning, the concrete had dried up. Not a speck of water coming out of it, which also makes sense in our leak scenario, in that that's the example of why we can't find it. The ground was saturated on Monday. The water didn't have any place to go, so it pushed up through the concrete. Now that the ground dried out, now it went back to following its path.
So we didn't dig it up, yeah.
Yes. So today, the guys went out there and they dug everywhere there's a yellow dot. And then also just to the west of that bottom yellow dot, towards the base, towards the tennis courts. They dug in several spots. That main line is bone dry. It is bone dry, and there's no sign of water when they get down to that line. But to get down to that line, they've got to go through limestone. And they've got limestone in that it's limestone around it, but it's packed with millings, or what they call screenings. So it is a pain and tough for the guys to get down to it. The old line, according to the maps, runs from the water tower there straight east to about home plate on that small baseball diamond, and then it heads straight north to the pressure reducer valve, right up there, right next to that top yellow dot. That was supposed to be, according to the blueprints of 2007, that was supposed to be closed off and sealed with 12, at least 12 inches of watertight grout, which sounds odd.
Well, that's gonna wear out eventually.
Well, you would think, yes. However, where that red dot is right now, the guys have put their listener device on down there. They put it on top of the concrete on the red dot, and they stuck it in the hole that they drilled there. And it sounds like pressurized running water right under that dot, which don't make no sense because there's not supposed to be any water line there, according to our maps.
There's no trace of wire on any of that other than the zip line, right?
Yeah, they didn't even do that back in the 70s.
Yeah, that's what's
Right.
the only one we could trace
It's a
realistically.
new
was
line.
The one water, rural water pipe.
Right.
They tried to witch it.
Yes, yes, and they found it witches right there on the red dot.
Sounds like your maps are wrong.
Also, Ryland did a probe rod down there. We drilled holes all over in that area. And, you know, it goes down. In one area, it goes down easily and it comes up soaking wet. But the other holes, it will go down, but you gotta work it through the limestone. And when you hit limestone, it stops, but it gives. And you can kind of give, you can kind of chip your way down. One spot where it's the worst up there, he went down and it stopped. And it was just like hitting cast iron.
On the moon.
So what we're suspecting is our maps, and this is all speculation, but we're speculating that our maps either are wrong or there's an old supply line that went across there that we don't know about. Because before the parking lot was there, it's a straight shot from the water tower to these pressure reducer valve that cuts right across there. May not be right here, but it could curve around there. When this
Yeah,
parking lot wasn't here, like in '83, they could have just cut off right straight across there.
It could be an old meter. I mean, it could be anything. You might dig down and find a 1-inch line that's just busted off, that they just beat together to shut it down, and now it's running. I mean, you can find anything down there.
Yeah.
Any way to put a meter on the other side of where you suspect that hole is and see that the water going through the meter at the water tower and that meter
The same.
are the same?
Match. Yeah.
I'm just,
Yeah.
I mean, before you go and tear up the parking lot,
Yeah.
which would be the only thing you could do to.
You'd want to try to meet it
So-
for sure because
So they'd have to shut that line down. And they'd have, if they put a meter in, I mean, you're talking 2 8-inch meters,
Right.
and that's, you're talking $6,000-7,000 a piece.
Right.
It'd be cheaper just to surgically cut out squares there. There's one square we suspect. We go in and surgically cut it out and then have professional concrete people put it back in when we're done. But this whole water thing is a screwy thing.
Is that pressure reducer valve, that the one
What
that's
is-
set
They
right beside the old tennis courts?
lines
yes,
up, but where
correct.
the
Okay.
parking
When the
lot
tennis
is.
courts
Well,
were
I
up there.
remember it was beside the old tennis.
I mean, you can go out in a pasture and find,
So
they're fun.
my question is, what if this is a huge leak? And what if we fix it? What if we stop the loss? And you know, we've been wrong 100 times before, but what if throughout this process we stop the loss? We
Still-
we still need
Yeah.
water infrastructure replaced. We still do.
Well, just because you stop one leak doesn't mean you're gonna stop.
That's
You're not
exactly
stopping anything. I
For the
mean,
rest of the.
No,
right.
we've seen the pipe.
Right.
You take it off the ground and it falls apart.
Exactly.
So,
So
just one leak, yeah, we. sure,
Could be
it's fixed.
substantial.
It could be, by all means, but it's not gonna be,
Well, it could reduce our loss enough to offset some expenses in some other.
absolutely.
yes,
But the point he's making is you got two options to pick from on the sales tax initiative here. One, it gives us some more leeway, a little bit more open. If the water system isn't as unbelievably destroyed like we think it is, it gives us movement in streets or equipment. And it gives us a little bit more potential if we do, in fact, I mean, obviously, we're gonna spend it on water first. And I would hope councils to come understand that, but it's how we word it. And if we word it, you only get to spend it in that department. So we need to know tonight if that's going to be just water for that 1 cent, or water, roads, and potentially equipment to open it up a little bit in case we do have a major leak found here.
That one leak doesn't change my mind one bit.
It changes mine a little bit for the big bulk of what we're asking. I think we're safer, but that's
and
not.
it's not a matter of whether we do the sales tax or not. It's a matter of what we do it for.
Well,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I mean, that leak right there, ain't what we've been looking at, one iota. I mean, you can go get that pipe off your
Oh, yeah.
file cabinet in there.
So
certainly,
what it
we're
looks
needing
like.
to do, and we
So
know
what I'm
that.
saying,
you look at,
we pushed and pushed and pushed for the sales tax initiative to be for the water.
Right.
Not like what they did before where it put even a year on it. So we pushed and pushed for that. That one leak, I mean, everybody, you know, we all have a vote here, but that one leak doesn't change my mind one bit. It needs to be for water and for water only, in my opinion.
so, right, on that leak, even if it's like 40,000 gallons a day, you fix it, that means is that 40,000 gallons is pressurized throughout the system
And
now.
then you find it somewhere else.
Yeah,
It's gonna pop.
Yep. That's what I'm saying.
Potential,
Gonna
it's
pop up
potential.
an eighth and high or.
The potential though is well above 80% of that happening, based off of what we've seen, the pipe coming out of the ground.
yeah.
So,
We found another leg of that.
And you
Yeah,
think
that's true.
having the ability though to do water first and then anything left over to put towards another department is a bad thing?
I don't think it's a bad thing, but what we've seen in the past, from what I'm understanding, and I mean, I haven't lived here my whole life, but from what I'm understanding, they've done it in the past and the roads got forgot about. Or this got forgot about, or the money goes somewhere else completely different. And now we're stuck. We're all sitting here right now with a terrible or not terrible, a broken water system that we have to get fixed, our infrastructure. Our roads are beat up. We have to get them fixed now. And at some point, I'm sure they had the same conversation and said, well, you know, we could just do it for a little bit of everything. And they voted on that and they did that and then it never happened. I mean, that's just from what it looks like. I don't have all the documentation, but
One way of looking at it,
as you said, you hope
but
that the other councils would do the same. So it isn't on here.
Our engineering company who was helping us with this, that was their recommendation, was to stay on track.
Well, I like the other one. No, I'm kidding.
That's all agree with that. The other thing is,
the one time.
the other thing is, I think, I don't think sales, I don't think equipment falls into either one of these sales tax proposals. I think that's a capital outlay expense if we're gonna earmark something for capital outlay.
And I fully believe that, you know, we have some catching up to do.
We have,
But we have catching up to do in the
oh,
city.
yes,
The city, if we're gonna look at the bigger picture, the longevity of this town, yep, we're gonna do this right now for the water. There's nothing saying that we can't figure out another plan. Not saying we're just gonna raise taxes over and over. I'm saying figure out another plan for next year of how we're gonna get the streets or whatever.
That's what I'm
You're doing-
afraid of, is
you're
that
doing the
we are
capital-
going to have to do that, because the streets aren't gonna get any better. I just feel like the ability to have council discuss it, see our game plan, engineer or not, where our money's going to. Logically, you've got 5 people sitting here making decisions, and they say, we want to spend 100% of this the next 10 years on water. Great, that's what it is, it's in here. But if there's not a need for 100% of that for the next 10 years on water, and you might need to put it towards streets, that sales tax sentence, the very first sentence right there, gives you that option. I just like to have the wiggle room. That's my personal opinion, is to have the ability to not just keep pumping money when we need it elsewhere. If the water system in 10 years is back to great.
So, okay, let's say the water system is back to great. But now the meters aren't.
So I get that, but what about
I mean-
streets? I mean, I'm
Well,
saying if we make it bigger,
I know
you
what you're
get to potentially put funds towards that next. Not just keep pumping it to where there's a good system. That's my thought. That's my thought. You guys, 2 of you obviously already think stay the course. Either way, we're gonna need to do something to fix water. This isn't a catch-all. This is a leak that we think
Yeah,
we can find.
Right.
Doesn't mean it's gonna fix everything.
And it could, just like we just said, the 40,000 gallons, we fix it, if that's the leak, it's
Could blow down the
more than
line.
likely gonna blow out lines.
Could blow down the line elsewhere. But we need to make a decision on one verbiage or the other tonight.
I'm all for the money going to the water, but I also like the part where you put money into the streets. But I don't like the part where you wanna put money into equipment. We can raise money elsewhere, some other way, to put money in for equipment. That should not be in there as far as I'm concerned.
Okay,
But water in the streets, yeah. Mainly going to the water.
The other thing is that we have another sales tax initiative that we've been talking about whether to renew or not. That sunsets next year.
Yes.
If at that point in time, we can't figure out how to budget without killing the property owners more tax revenue for streets, then at that point in time, may well be the time to address a sales tax designated for streets.
Well, so yeah, so you could do the water infrastructure on this one and then include a streets issue on.
I mean, if we're still,
Well, the
if we're
next-
still on course.
when that
to do-
sunsets, do we get a
If we're still on
verb,
course to do the main.
you get a
Yeah.
rephrase?
Yeah, you get a redo.
Okay, so once that's done, it's done. It's not like re-upping it makes it stay in the same category. Okay.
It's completely new
Okay.
field.
You know, if, what we were looking at was what would be necessary to pay for phase 1 of the water park. We're still looking at coming all through town, like Maine, then that need has to change.
But it also, that's a huge debt to put the city in on we think we know. So it's fine. You guys obviously do what you want to do. I just know
Well-
that if we don't need to completely redo the entire infrastructure, and that's not the case, and we can do it slowly, like you had said at the very beginning, take one line at a time, do it in our due time, and not put us in a major debt, paying interest for the next, what was it?
Well,
Longer than 20 years. 20 years?
potentially.
If we don't have to put the city in a 20-year debt and we can work this around and have a little wiggle room, it sounded better to me. But I would hope that the councils after us would understand that, that's where we're at. So I can't guarantee that.
So assuming that that's our leak and we fix it. The maintenance crew's already identified a whole bunch of lines that are in really bad shape.
Yeah.
And they found some more.
So if we just use this for water infrastructure improvements and went after those things, we wouldn't necessarily have to finance
20 years out.
replacing all of the system, just fix what is bad. and work on that.
Now, I will say, sorry, the money that you're talking here, I mean, that's gonna go a long ways for our guys, like what you're talking about right now. For our people replacing stuff, that'll go a long ways. That money that you're talking about right now.
And when you dig up a water line, you're gonna have to fix a street too.
Yeah.
Right.
At least
Which is
partially.
why that comes into play. I mean,
Well, I mean, I was
read
assuming.
it how you want it, but we're basically putting ourselves in this little bitty dot where we can only go spend here when we're going to have other problems. Again, we've got streets that will need fixed. We can fix those with what? When we
Well-
have the entire town torn up trying to get new water lines in.
So,
I'm with you on the equipment. The equipment part doesn't bother me to kick that
yeah,
out,
we
but
take that out.
that's fine.
But remember,
We're trying not to get in full debt. If
I
we can
agree.
do a 1% sales tax, not have to go get a gigantic loan and then pay that back for the next 20 years. Have an ability to pay streets or water and streets, and that's what it goes to solely. And in the council's past, there was chip seal talk. It wasn't working. It was not oiled. There was all these reasons we didn't do. We were going to redo our streets. There was not money. COVID hit. I mean, there's 1,000 reasons, and you can go back to all the past councils and see all that. But bottom line is, prioritizing as you sit here weekly or monthly is what happens. People don't see what was behind them, and they can't see what's ahead of them. So a
So
little more space to me is just safer.
you just sold me on the already talking to you just in what you just said. Because like you said, all of a sudden there's another priority that shows up.
What,
The next council, all of a sudden, another
So,
priority shows
That
up.
money's locked.
And we allowed them that room to go after something else when
Not if it's streets and water. Both
Both.
need help.
I agree with you.
Both need help. It's not what's one. I mean, one is just as important. Well, not
Who
really.
gets to pick
Water's
which
more
one?
important.
Who gets to pick which one gets fixed first?
well, if we go in debt at all, that's going to take priority.
If you take 180,000 or whatever that number is, you take that number, our guy, and I don't want the equipment out. You guys do, that's fine. But but you go buy a drill or something like that and teach these guys or send them to a class on how to drill, 180,000, whatever that number is. I don't even remember what it is. That number goes a long ways in what they can do on or even hiring another person or whatever you guys, whatever you decide to do. That's why I'm stuck on.
And remember that the water resolution that we just amended has an allocation in there for approximately $60,000 in
For
that
meters.
water improvement.
For meters.
For-
And this
no,
is saying that we
not-
can even get it
not-
passed
Not for meters, for the water infrastructure.
for infrastructure. Okay.
Oh, that's
Well,
right.
soon to be,
There was.
whatever it
That's
is.
right.
Okay. Okay.
There's an allocation
Right.
for meters also, but we allocated for 60,000 a year to go into the street or the water.
So we're gonna have so much money to fix water that we aren't gonna be able to fix anything else in town.
Sweet. At least we get a good water system.
Okay. Well, great water. Great water. The rest of the stuff falling apart.
So there's another 1%.
The sales tax is estimated to bring in how much a year?
Approximately 180,000.
180.
And if you put in the $60,000 from the water revenue, you're talking 240,000.
The 240,000, if we find this leak, we still need to work on water infrastructure. We're not gonna stop that. But we still gotta fix our streets because we're tearing up for water. We're not gonna be able to with that money. So then we have to ask for more money from the town and say, let's do another 1% because there's no money. It's all locked up in water. That's what I'm afraid of. We're gonna just keep coming after. Sunset. The other sunset one, if it passes, it's coming up pretty soon, and people are gonna get ticked.
Are you hearing that? Or are you saying no for the people?
No, what I'm saying is I feel like people are taxed plenty. And that
It's
they
not
are,
from us though. That's from the
I
school.
get that, but they don't see that. Nobody sees that unless they're really identifying every penny and the mills going to where it's going, out being allocated. They really don't. I don't feel like most
So-
people
So we probably should have that. I mean, in their glorious ideas they brought to us, we probably should go out and have that conversation and hold a town hall or whatever, so we can tell them that. I mean, all I'm
I
saying
hope they
is,
show up.
yeah, well, that's their choice. But what I'm saying is, we have we have a decision to make as far as whether we do solely for water or not. If you sit and think about how long it'll take to replace all those smaller water lines, right? You're probably talking 5 years, realistically.
I'll
Okay?
give you that.
So you have 5 years of the actual money coming in. The rest of it can go sit. If we go and we change it and we say not for solely this year, or not solely for this, how many of the water lines are under the street? How many of them are in the curb? And how many of them are in the easement?
In the ditch.
Ditch.
Or ditch, that's easement. But
I feel like you're arguing my side, but go ahead.
No,
I'm waiting for
I'm
the.
arguing both sides right now.
I'm like, I really feel like you just argued my side.
No, I'm arguing both sides. So how many of the lines are in the street or under the street and not in the easement?
But if not
Majority.
in the street, but close enough to the streets, you're gonna have to tear it apart, but probably the vast majority of it.
Is it more, okay, so not throwing in the streets, is it more just about you don't trust the councils to come? Is that the big deal?
No, I don't know who's gonna come, so I can't say I don't trust them or I do. What I'm saying is,
But that's the
we've
reason,
seen
because
it.
you know we need both.
Right, oh,
One is
absolutely, we do.
obviously important.
There's no doubt in my mind we need both. But what I've seen in this town, because I can't look at others right now, in this town, a different priority shows up and it gets used there. Oh, Rainbow Drive needs a new curb. I mean, prime example, 80 or whatever that number was. They're a prime example. Well, you just took that money away from what could have went to the water. That's the possibility that I see coming up. I understand it needs fixed. I'm not saying it doesn't. But in my head, that's pretty low priority compared to Main Street, right? Or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, certainly, yes, your
But
point is valid.
maybe it's not for these guys. Maybe it's not for the new guys that are coming in if they come in. That's what I'm getting at.
Okay.
So how do we, I don't know how to read the future.
So if you go in debt,
Word it in a
if
way.
you go a couple $1 million in debt, you're gonna have to use this all for the water. If you don't go in debt so much, or if you pay off the debt, then there's a chance that the money's get diverted to streets instead of tackling water replacement. And the less water loss we have, what is it? It's broken window theory. The less water loss we have, the less priority there is to replace lines.
Again, that one leak doesn't change my mind one bit. Because we've seen what the pipes look like coming out of the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So, in my mind, that picture, I'm glad we found something.
Yeah,
I'm afraid it's gonna cause more issues than by fixing, it's gonna cause more issues than whatever it's dumping, which we don't know what that is yet.
So we have seen, every time we find a large water leak, nothing like this, but every time we find a large water leak, we fix it. And the daily water consumption takes a drop, several thousand gallons, and then it climbs right back up. It's because you pressurize the system. and
Another
pump
system.
So,
That's all I'm saying. I mean, that's just my opinion. Everybody else has their opinion too.
yes. You guys ready to vote?
One more question. So does this wording in this resolution allow for repair of the streets that have to be dug up
Because
to
of-
No.
replace the water line?
no.
No,
it does
that's
not.
my point. No. So fix a line, step in a hole. Drive through a hole, whatever you need to do, but we might not have the money to fix it. And we're fixing the water lines.
Is there a way to mitigate the fact, Rob, that, is there a way to add a clause in there that says water infrastructure and associated road damage
Mm-hmm.
or repair?
We can put anything we want on here.
Well,
It's
we-
your guys' choice on how the verbiage is.
for months now, we have tried to sell the public various means that we had to pass this sales tax to fix water. Now we're saying, well, maybe we don't need all that to fix water.
And it's still a maybe.
Hold on just a second here. Wait, no, there's no maybe in my head. But it says, with revenues used solely for improvement to the city's water infrastructure. The streets, wherever we dig up, is part of that, the damage associated with the infrastructure of the water.
Yeah.
Well, that allows,
Will it qualify?
that allows for patching.
Yeah.
Will it
Not gonna
qualify
replace the
for?
whole
I
block.
mean, I'm just saying, is that right?
I'm not gonna tell you right or wrong. I agree with your interpretation.
Okay,
I mean, if that
so we can
qualifies,
patch it.
I mean, I don't. I think a necessary evil of whatever you do to improve the water's infrastructure. I don't think it would. Patching, I think, would be a necessary evil. Right.
Yeah, so you could include the cost of that fix with the asphalt to go back over the top of it, but you couldn't use the money to repave the whole street.
Agreed.
Correct.
We,
Agreed.
yeah, so I'm back to where it was. And we wouldn't have enough money to repay the whole street anyways. Not with the money we're talking.
Well, not at those prices.
Yeah, no joke, we can't put
That I just saw.
Can't even
No
approve.
thing.
Right, so, ready to vote? I'll make a motion. Do you need a
I'll
motion?
entertain. Well, we're gonna have to do something, and we need to. I guess let's just see where it goes before we start talking about revamping things. But
So now you gotta talk about the first resolution, first question.
Yeah, what resolution number is it?
So it will be resolution, 2025-11.
that's the one you put on the floor, if
Yeah.
that's the one you want.
That's this one, the one we were just talking about.
Well,
The one that says solely is the one
Yeah.
you want to put on the floor.
solar water infrastructure.
Let's see, make a motion for resolution number 2025-1 or -11 to put in the wording, shall the city of Tawanda, Kansas impose an additional city retailer sales tax in the amount of 1% for not more than 10 years, with all revenues used solely for improvements of the city's water infrastructure.
Okay, that's a motion. Any second?
I'll second it.
Second by TC. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 5-0. Done. Okay, you got your.
Don't fight me.
No, I'm not fighting you. I just am making up points.
I know, I get it.
But if we can patch them, I just figure we can't even fix streets because we
Well-
don't have money.
In my head, I mean, like I said, as you start reading it, it's part of what you're doing with that construction. It's no different, that's what made me think about it, that's that parking lot.
So
That
fixing the
has to
concrete.
be fixed, and you said it has to be fixed when you pull it up, so that makes it part of it.
Okay, solely it is. Now it has to pass through the taxpayers.
Yep.
So at least we did our,
And it was also verified by legal.
well, he didn't verify
Yeah,
it.
he just agreed with my.
Can't put words in his mouth yet.
We agree.
He just thought, agreed with my interpretation.
So, and at least,
Okay.
at least,
At least we'll get something in front of them and it's, you know what it's going towards.
at least we
So
worked
the same
through more pieces of it.
But it just
Right.
street.
Okay. No wiggle room, council. Nah. Probably won't be able to get wiggle room anyway. There'll be not enough money. Let's move on to new business. We have
So-
a lot of stuff.
Yeah. STO and the UPOC, those are easy.
Those are just things we have to do each year.
Every year.
Every year,
Nothing changed. I mean, we're just gonna adopt the standard ordinance. Right?
Adopt standard ordinance, yes.
12,
No, 726, right?
yeah, the ones are resolution, the other are ordinances. So
oh, that's your,
726 and 727.
Make a motion, we adopt, standard traffic ordinance. 726.
Gotcha.
Okay, seconded by Jen, all in favor? Carries 5-0. UPOC next.
It's Uniform Public Offense Code.
Make a motion, we adopt the, public offense code, adoption ordinance 727.
second.
Seconded by Chris, all in favor? Carries 5-0. Okay, Lisa's back up on 411 Cincinnati. What am I doing here?
It's UPOC.
No, but what is this?
Uh,
You gonna fill that?
Or here,
Okay.
On this property, after we had previously brought them in, they had put some windows in the front of it, but, as you can see, it is
I
still,
drove by it the other time.
taking a glance. It's still in disrepair and, the front yard's still dug out from them. The entire property is still sitting there. So what I have before you is the enforcing officer report and a request for a resolution to set a hearing for demolition. Of course, it would be October to give us time for 2 publications.
October 18th.
For me?
October 18th. Is that the council meeting date?
Yes, October council meeting.
That'd be 25/12. 25 what, Andy?
I'm sorry, it would be, where are you?
25/12.
Well, should be.
Yes.
This started in August of 2021.
25/12, yes, correct.
A lot of things go on between that
Yes.
time.
And it's changed ownership.
Ownership.
within the from one individual to,
It's been passed around though.
it's been passed
Avoid
around.
the issue.
Rob, if we start a process, are they allowed to sell it then? If it's been in the process of being whatever?
Yes, it can be sold.
Okay.
Now, anybody that does their,
Due diligence.
I'm sorry.
Due diligence.
Yeah, that's more of the general term, but anyone that should, pull,
Actually,
that information with regard to that, and I would imagine that should be considered before anything closes.
Okay.
But yes.
Okay.
And it doesn't, I mean, and it has to be an arm's length transaction too. So,
Oh, it
I mean,
does?
yeah,
Okay.
I can't just sell it to
Here's
my,
$2, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, that's what I was curious if that's what they were doing. So, yeah.
how much abatement do we have against that property at this point in time? Do you recall?
It was paid off when Ignowski, that was like $7,000 or something like that.
That's been,
That's been
That's been
paid
paid
when
off.
it went from Ignowski to Snowbarger, and now Snowbargers own it. And, all there is a little bit of delinquent tax, but there's no.
I didn't know if we still had it.
Here's the amount, wasn't it? It shows you just at least for 2024.
250.
Yeah.
So it'll come up again.
Okay. He's a doctor.
Is it?
Any discussion? Very.
You guys ready for a motion?
I'll make a motion, we approve, resolution number 2025 -12. As
Dash.
presented.
12, any seconds?
Second.
10 seconds. All in favor? Aye, it is 5-0. Okay. Code compliance for specific court issue.
We had been working through municipal court with Kevin Otto since the early part of the year, later part of last year. More sort of, yeah. He did a wonderful job. I apologize, I do not have any more of these. He did a wonderful job cleaning up this 4-foot tall grass and all of the junk that is visible from out here at this point. He did a wonderful job, except when we got into court and we were looking at pictures. More pictures. Between the 2 vehicles, there is the place that he stashed the pickup. The pickup that was out front, it looks like it's been stashed between the 2.
Oh, I know where this is. I mow that yard all the time right here.
The pickup, it's right there.
I'm the only one that mows it.
So, do you want one?
No.
Okay. Rob's familiar with it.
Yeah.
So, Rob mentioned that we would bring it into court and let council decide. You can take it from there.
So by and large, again, quick summary, apologies. This was a code enforcement matter that we ran through municipal court with guilty findings by the city court judge. Defendant appealed to district court. We did a trial de novo, which means a trial starting from the beginning. And did a trial in district court. District court found guilty findings for 3 different counts. Assessed fines. They were slightly different than city court. Ordered that the property be completely remedied, abated basically by yesterday's date. roughly 90 days from the time, not roughly, I think exactly 90 days from the time of the district court case until yesterday. So yesterday was basically a review of sorts for two things. One was the status of the property. Two is for the status of the payment of the fines. Okay. The property, as Lisa correctly summarized, is 98% home, frankly, from where this started, and they're 2% left. So our question to you, do you care about the 2%?
Well,
Oh, the
Add
fines
that.
paid?
No.
add to your 2%, I think this is fenced in back here. Cause there's a fence on my side that covers.
There is a fence.
Right.
There is a fence.
So,
But at the same time, that fence is not there visible when this photo was taken, where this is at.
oh, yeah, that's,
Otherwise, if there was a fence, I would be able to see the truck.
yeah, I always thought that was a little like yard back there for all of his stuff. That's what I thought was back there.
And that argument was made yesterday by the defendant.
Okay.
That it was fenced all around. And I respectfully disagreed with the notion of all around
Right.
because I can see this in the picture.
Yeah.
Now, a couple of factors. If you care about the 2%, what it comes down to is that do you want to run through the possible parallel process of continued enforcement through the council and then orders of abatement through after resolution and go in there and pull and tow the truck, etc. And the cost of doing that, similar to knocking down a building. That's really what's now. That's the violation. Okay. If you're possibly talking about enforcement of the penalties through municipal court, which I'm sure not all of you are, but I know one of you probably is, then jail and fines are what we're talking about, and that's what's been assessed. Just for any of you that aren't aware, if people go to jail for Twana City Court to the county, we pay for it,
Right.
and it's not cheap. In addition, if people go to jail through Twana City Court and they have a medical affliction of some sort that's affected them in jail and they go to see the doctor, we pay for it. Just so that you're aware.
I mean, as long as this stuff all stays mowed, I personally don't care about a truck sitting out back there. Like I said, I feel like it is a yard back there. I understand there's not a fence here. I get that.
Right.
But you get past this building, I'm more worried about this easement here, where these guys' trees have
Addressing that.
grown plumb over. I mean, I go back there to mow because my house is just at the end of this.
So you're a neighbor if you're good with it. I don't know how
Right.
anybody else has got a problem.
Under no way, shape, or form is anybody making any assurances that anything will stay mowed.
Right.
Let's
No,
be
I
clear about
understand
that.
that. No, yeah.
But with that being said,
Right.
Do we care about the truck?
the fines and stuff is on a pay or appear status. So basically, it's he needs to show up, make a payment of I don't remember what we agreed upon. $25 a month.
Yeah.
Very reasonable in my opinion.
Right.
Okay.
Or show up to court.
Yeah.
Okay. To me, this is not a candidate. It's a jail candidate to get what we're looking for.
No.
No.
So,
well,
My question to you is do you want 100% compliance and abatement? And if so, we're going to do that through this body and going in and seizing a truck through that process.
No, I don't think that's serious.
So I probably didn't explain that super well, but
No, you did. I'm completely. I think so.
What do we need to do
Sitting there.
to say?
nothing.
Okay.
Is it general consensus? You're okay with 98%? We'll take a victory lap at 98 and continue to pay or peer as far as the fines go.
Yep.
Got it.
Victory
Right.
lap it is.
We're on it, boss. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Lisa.
Lisa, you're back.
Lisa. Yeah.
Oh, well, we're talking about, sorry, street repair on Rainbow.
Oh, that's you. Where's my little sheet on that?
The
Took it away
separate
from
email.
me.
There you go.
Oh, I took yours. This is one.
Oh, you know. So, out in front of one of the houses on Rainbow Drive, the road is literally sinking all the way across. And part of the curbs are heaving. to the extent I believe we went out and cut the curb so that it would relax. It would give it some expansion ability. We were looking at fixing and replacing curb and gutter, and then doing concrete across the section that was sinking. And theoretically, as we understand, there's potentially a sinkhole under that spot, or at least when they built the road through there, they put a lot of dirt in there, as I understand. That's so. In actuality, I don't know, but it's sinking right there. So 80-foot long street section, 30-foot wide, 36 long street section, 30-foot wide, 42 lineal feet of curb and gutter, and 14 by 14 approach at 1206 Rainbow Drive. The cost is proposed from this contractor, concrete contractor, is $70,000.
That includes tear out.
No,
Right.
we do the tear out.
Have you checked for a water leak there?
That's what I was wondering. What kind of water leak do we have?
How big
Yeah.
is theirs?
Honestly, I think they have, but I'm not sure if they have.
It's the only bid we have.
I'm sorry.
It's the only bid we were able to get.
Yeah,
Who's out there?
that's Paulino Segala. He did the apron out here. He does excellent work.
Did they do the curbs 6 feet too?
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Right holes,
Yeah. He did
curbs
that.
coming out of his house.
Curbs up there by Jump Start.
Yeah.
But
You want us to vote on this like tonight or just think about
It's,
it?
it's for your information. So this is, something needs to happen there. But, like you said, something needs to happen on streets all over town.
Well, I still think, I mean, I'm sure, honestly, I'm sure the guys have. But you can find out, or we can find out if they have drilled into it, see if there is any water up there. I'm sure they have. I really believe that. But let's find out and then make sure that that's not something going on up there.
Yeah, okay.
Can I ask a question?
You want another
Yep.
bid?
Oh, sorry.
You guys want another bid?
It's-
Oh, that was gonna be my question. Did I miss it the first? Did you put it out for bid and only get one back? Or have you not?
That's
put it
what
out?
I'm wondering.
No, I just asked
This
for
is
one.
not a
bid.
specialized enough project to not get
Put out,
multiple bids.
yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm not expecting to make a decision on this tonight. I just wanted to throw out costs to see if you're open to this.
Visibility,
Why don't we do more bids?
yeah,
Yeah,
and actual bids and not emails with.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
It'd be nice to see it in format.
this was just an information thing.
Got it.
So you know what we've got on bid one, and then we'll bring back more. But we do have to fix it.
Because right off the bat, there's an exclusion at the bottom of this that says doesn't include demo, which is okay.
You know,
That's
not complete job.
85%. I mean, I'm just estimating, but
Okay,
sounds like Amy's providing that to you guys, so you have a heads up on approximately what you're looking at.
That's exactly, yes, that's it.
okay. Thank you, Andy. More bids to come, hopefully. And where are we at? Jeez, new, water
Water.
conservation. Okay, so this came about,
This came about because we applied for the Kansas State Revolving Loan Fund through the water portion of the KDHE. And we did not qualify for that application process. So we had to apply to apply. So in our application to apply, they told us that we don't have an adopted emergency water conservation plan.
What we had was grossly inefficient.
Right. But to help us out, they basically gave us, not basically, they gave us an outline and said, do this.
Okay.
So our water conservation plan is based on their outline. But first, before we adopt the water conservation plan, we have to have a water drought ordinance in place.
All leaks.
And this document again was, they gave us the guidance the form and the materials. But also, I drew in a rural water district has also adopted the same plan, and we follow the exact plan they plan because that would be the regulations that they would put on us. So ours mirrors theirs.
Makes sense.
Yes.
728.
Yes.
728.
Yeah.
728, I'll entertain a motion.
Make a motion to adopt ordinance number 728, the water drought emergency.
I'll second it.
Second by TC, all in favor?
Aye.
Carries 5 to
Lisa,
0.
that looks like a lot of work. Good job.
I know. Thank
Yeah.
That
you.
looks like a ton of work. Good job.
Mhm.
Really?
So Lisa has been an invaluable, we talked about that today. She has put together our comprehensive plan, our water drought plan, our water conservation plan, working on the capital improvement plan.
Yeah. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Very much.
Site fees.
What? Oh, sign, sorry. Get me all stirred up over here. Okay, so we need the next one. I'll entertain a motion on the water conservation.
And again,
Where's
they
the-
gave us it in form. I added Tawanda's data, of course,
Oh.
and pulling in the any of the same paragraphs from rural water district so that we mirror theirs when we go into warning stages.
So as of right now, we don't have any of this, correct? This is all brand new.
We have 2 pages that say during a drought, we would restrict washing cars, and a kid came in and read it. It's pretty easy read. It's about a page and a half in the city code that just kind of touched on it. It was
No watering lawns.
right.
Leaks will be prepared in 3 hours of detection. Thinking about that.
Wasn't there a jail in here too?
I mean,
Those
There's fines, yeah.
Fines and jail. I'm like, geez.
exactly was in their guide. That's what they
In the
said.
guidelines
As
they
we leave.
sent over.
3,000 gallons.
Right. I'm like, what?
Andy,
Yeah, you're in
See you later,
trouble with
buddy.
40,000 gallons a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to adopt this plan, instead of having to publish the entire plan, we're adopting it by reference. And this is the plan, Exhibit A. I have an official copy here that will attach everything to. Same thing you have, except it has the. If you have this covered.
So now,
So 720 is
the page in the back here, is that,
Pardon me?
this is the page
You gave
in the
us
back
the
of
one, and then we
the
adopted
conservation plan.
Right.
What is,
729.
we need to sign this.
I thought it all went
This-
Read
together.
it.
You
Made it there.
may have council approved for her.
Keep going.
I'm not sure why they have
Second
a
to last
sign
page.
page on the back, but we'll just follow the rules and do everything that they request. That was on the back of the document, in addition to the ordinance.
So probably
Here's the same thing.
the plan revision,
One's a drought and one's.
probably this and this need to be,
That's the difference.
since we're adopting
During drought
this,
time and during
um,
conservation time. That's the difference.
once this is adopted, then we sign both.
Turn the page.
Yeah, keep going.
This
Okay.
says that this plan will be reviewed during the month of April each year. This has.
Yeah.
Um,
So there's 2 different ones. There's
Right.
this one and then there's one in the back of the,
but
There's
this is
one for
not,
drought.
this is not an ordinance. This is just saying that we will review it.
And
okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I thought
Can you
was.
help me with that? At the back of the plan, they have that page also, and they're asking me.
This is part of the plan that's being presented to you for approval.
Mhm.
What's your question?
We have to adopt it by ordinance. So do we?
You're adopting by ordinance the entire plan that's being presented.
Right,
This is that's separate. That's the document that's adopting this,
right.
of which the last page is this.
Yes, okay. So that's
That
what,
help?
that's what I'm saying.
And
And you must
Sign-
every
sign
year.
them both.
Yes, yes, sign them both.
All right. You guys have any questions about this?
Make a motion we approve ordinance 729 as presented.
Second.
Seconded by Chris, all in favor?
Aye.
5-0. Sign away. So 3 hours is how long you guys have to fix those. If not,
Right.
I'll see you in the clink.
Are you gonna join us?
Yep. Apparently, that's my signature.
We had to decide if we want to wander out or not.
Right.
I'll vote for you go to jail.
Yeah, thank you. And I'm apparently agreeing to it.
Yeah, you're putting your name on it.
I don't want to, but here I am.
Make sure I want to put it to the judge.
Good thing it doesn't work. It's got some leaks like the rest of town. Okay. Where are we at? Seed money? Are we down to that?
Yep.
Yeah,
Did I sign everything?
yes.
Yes. Okay.
So,
money.
Hometown Action Commission needs to start a bank account, and they were asking if the city would provide some seed money to get things rolling. They've been working on planning what projects to tackle. You guys did the pots downtown, which looked great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's better than we could keep up with. I mean, we proved that. And then they're planning on trying to tackle other projects in town. Jen, do you have any?
They did work at the library. There's also the gazebo there that we would like to start repairing. There is, Andy had talked about the pots downtown. We are planning on doing I believe it's September 28th. The weekend before homecoming, so that we can have downtown decorated for homecoming. We also have the downtown home Christmas party planned again this year. We are looking to use the same vendors. I know a lot of community support with our local organizations here helped out with that. We appreciate that. But yes, we would like a little seed money to help expand on what we can
So your
help with.
sorry, is your Christmas thing a fundraiser or is it just
No.
fun?
It's just
Then
a
just-
community event.
Okay.
Yep. We
Speaking
do
of-
no fundraising
Saw her out there doing the
as a
that flower pot.
yes.
Yeah, looks all that
Jan did
looks
a
so
great
good.
job.
Flower
And
pot.
then
What was that thing called?
Yeah.
Up there.
Flower
the
bed.
lion sign.
Yeah,
By the
that
railroad
looks real
track.
nice.
Does.
I saw you up there working on that. You don't
Yes,
do any
indeed.
fundraising, so we need.
What are they?
No.
Probably not about seed money.
What is this? How much are we talking and what,
What are they?
yeah,
I was
and
gonna.
what's in the mayor fund?
Well, yeah, so that's just what I pulled up. So the mayor council fund, there's $3,300 in the mayor council fund.
So 1% of that, $33.
I would be
1%
happy
sales
with-
tax. That's right.
Aren't we?
So they are doing any fundraising, which I understand. Should we not be putting this somewhere like?
In the budget?
Yeah.
Well,
Like
if,
wrong?
well, okay, I love the idea if it stays going.
Consistent.
Otherwise, then you have a budget item that people aren't
Well, this will be
utilizing.
our first full year.
So
So
let's
give it another
let,
year is what you're saying?
yeah, let's let it get off its feet.
So how much are you asking for?
Because this is probably the third group, not that I'm saying you guys aren't doing a great job, thank you, I love that. I will join once I'm not mayor. However, don't shake your head.
It's recorded.
It is, I will.
I believe
My
it.
point is, the pride, they dissolve over time because you have lack of volunteers.
Right.
You guys are doing great and I love it. And I would love to put some of the mayor fund, as long as you guys approve it, towards that. But putting it as a budget it can,
Not yet.
it's, well, hopefully they can self-sustain over time as people see it grow and start.
And bring more people in.
Donations,
Yes.
come to the door.
For-
I got it.
right.
That's kind of the goal of this
Okay.
organization anyway, I think, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
But
like-
the startup's tough.
Yes.
And you guys are out of pockets, and that's not what you've said.
Right.
You're already giving your time. You don't want to give your
Right.
time and your money.
Yes.
I got it.
We would appreciate
Thanks for this one.
help.
So that's TC, yeah.
Well, heck, we don't need to put any money in there.
Financing.
And then all sorts of doing things like fixing the gazebos.
Yeah, I mean, they're
putting
fixing
down there. This city, in my opinion, the city should cover the materials.
Yeah.
Well, especially
It's
when you're
our-
cleaning
our
up Main
building.
Street and trying to paint things and make it look better.
Right.
Materials, yes. So does anybody have a suggestion as to what they'd like to give to the
She
action?
said there's $3,300 in that.
Yeah.
I think $1,000.
If that or lesser amount, and pavement materials for the gazebo, $1,000 a month.
Yeah, because trying to get back here, some of these guys are putting it in their pocket and then they got reimbursed and I mean, what do you think?
Do you guys typically do other stuff with the mayor's fund that you're just not thinking about right now? Like
We,
Christmas?
help out
there
the
needs to be
high school.
just the end of the
Prom.
year,
Right.
end of the year toys,
We have a new budget starting in January. So
Yeah.
right? So we're getting pretty down.
That's why I specifically referenced Christmas. I don't want you,
Yes.
I don't want you to get in a
Right.
situation to where you're like, oh, why
That's what I was
didn't we,
thinking.
we spend this every year. Why didn't we do that again?
No, you're right. I was thinking of the toys and then the gifts to the,
We got trunk or
we have
treat.
turkey, we have trunk or treat.
Did we do 1,500 for all that last year, end of the year?
We need at least,
Like a big
Better
light,
than nothing.
how much we have, 33?
light coup,
Yeah.
or light coup,
What is it?
like a
think they
battle
want to
over
see more
Christmas lights or something.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
always,
yeah.
always. We're not even talking about Christmas lights.
Does it have to come out of the mayor's fund?
Yes.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Or out of your
Nowhere else.
pocket, yes.
So,
Like rock.
so
Well, we have people
what we can do, why don't we do this? We could,
volunteer.
we need at least
I'm sure we can.
15 to get through the end of the year for our regular mayor fund, as long as we agree to those. So if we do the 1,000, we could do 850 and then say, if you need paint, you need wood and all those materials, we can
Come back.
cover it. But I don't know, you guys decide. I just know he's right. We need to save a little bit back for what we're used to.
Are you gonna be able to get those supplies?
Trunk or treat's quite a bit.
No.
Oh,
The paint and wood and whatever they're fixing.
Oh,
I
yeah,
know that-
whatever.
well,
they
that's
need.
our
Yeah,
upkeep anyway on.
Yeah,
Well, that's what I'm asking, but are you gonna be able to? Is what I'm saying.
sure.
Yeah.
They just tell us what they need.
That's
We'll
the
go get it.
park, so.
Does that work for you guys?
Yes.
So you saying 850?
I'll entertain a motion. We'll have to make a motion on it.
I make
And
motion
I
to
can't.
Just abstain.
Yeah.
For the mayor's fund of $850 to the hometown action commission.
Second,
Second by Kit, all in favor?
And
Aye.
Did I
Jenna,
abstain?
And
4 ayes and an abstention.
an abstention, but
Did you
do
abstain?
you,
Did I abstain?
are you part of it?
Why?
He does
My
work.
wife is, and they're
You can, just
Okay.
abstain. It's gonna
that's
pass.
three.
3-0.
Let's do it that way
3-0.
for the,
Abstain.
you
Abstain.
better abstain, okay.
I don't know what
better.
your circumstances are, but she's on and asking for the money, so that's an easy yes. You're like, should I abstain? I'm like, I don't
And
know.
I said I'm not a part of it, so it doesn't matter. I don't get to vote anyway, so it's just the mayor's fund. Spend it all. All
Right.
right,
Oh, thanks.
yeah,
Thank you.
okay. Is that it?
New business.
New business.
Or, no,
Well-
other new business,
Other-
just an
Oh, yeah.
FYI, termites, City Hall and Fire Station have termites. We've got them coming out of the wall over there just under Drew's seat.
Watch it. Take them home with you, Drew.
But, yeah, just don't take them home with you. So we're having the building treated. So it's gonna be a process. They're gonna drill holes. Oh, and this is not the first time. According to Tom
It's been a while.
Powell, 50 years ago when he was here, they had termites.
Do we
Well,
have a company that you use currently now, or did
Yes.
we? Okay,
we're gonna use the same company that we use on the library.
okay.
that's $1,000 out of the mayor's fund.
There it went, yeah.
So the other thing is our maintenance crew, we are down one. We really need one, possibly two full-time people. We've got, what's that?
Sitting on 3 right now.
Three, two full-time, one part-time. And the part-time, great worker. I mean, does a great job, but he has kids that he's taking care of and life. And he may be gone in a few years to Wyoming. So, but we've got somebody who's working right now full-time that is not officially full-time until we convince him that he needs to be full-time. He's an excellent worker. Picked up Monday and did an excellent job. He's worked for the city before when he was his kid. Yeah.
Knows the kid.
Yeah, they needed to go work on these water lines out here, and Monday morning, first day, and Ryla went out to load the excavator up, and it was already loaded.
Like,
That makes it nice.
mhm.
Yeah, so
On them helpers, that,
if we can talk him into staying,
Forward-thinking,
yeah.
Crazy.
we'll go hire that guy.
Yeah, don't
Well,
you?
so, potentially, he's looking at a job making $30 an hour. We can't pay that. So,
Chris can't.
yeah. So,
Wasn't everybody?
what'd you say?
I said, Chris can, he's gonna take him.
Oh, okay. So, if we can convince him to stay, the city has good benefits. We have health insurance, we have a retirement plan, we've got paid training, we've got 10 vacation days. It's, but you got to work. The maintenance crew works their butt off.
Oh, yeah, they do.
That'd be.
Yeah.
So you're looking for two
Bad
more
night,
fillers or two more people
holidays.
Yes.
to fill.
At least
If we can convince him to stay, then we've got one to fill. If we can't convince him, then we've got two to fill. And we're, I asked on Facebook before, we'll do that. But we're going through the Kansas Workforce and, Wichita Technical, WTI, or the WSU's, Technical Institute. So, I mean, we want everybody to be certified, as much certification we can get, water, wastewater. We're working with the city of, El Dorado. Once the guys get in the groove, they're gonna go over and get, their CDLs. So,
Okay,
yeah,
so you need from the council just we're posting it, here comes something,
yeah,
On the road.
I'm just telling you what we're doing.
just so you know.
Okay.
Sweet.
You know anybody who
There you go.
willing to work?
Send them this
job.
way.
Thanks.
Willing to work. Willing to work is the tough part.
You got a kid?
Okay,
They would.
Public comment time.
Do all the supervising.
good?
Just listen.
Good. Thanks for coming,
Yeah.
and doing all your hard work. Appreciate it. Looks good. Is that it?
So,
I'll entertain a motion.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second by Kit, all in favor?
Aye.